morning everybody, it's Rebecca from Hedgerow Stitching and it's Sunday morning the 6th of June. The sun is shining outside and my cockerels are all crowing like crazy, so they're having a good time out in the fields. Today, sorry about the delay on my video. I'm about a week late but have been really busy with work, so my stitching time and organising time has been a little bit reduced over the last few weeks. Today I've got an update for you. I have a new release and I want to show you one antique sampler that I've purchased. A couple of videos back I said I was waiting for the courier, so I'll reveal a bit later on what arrived. So today's sampler will be available on my website hedgerowstitching.com from today. So once you see this video you'll be able to go over and download the PDF if you so wish. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's purchased my sampler charts previously. I'm very, very pleased that you're interested in what I'm reproducing, and I'm having an absolute ball doing it. I feel so good reproducing these girls' stitches and being able to show them to the world. It just makes my heart glow. Anyway, so this is my first new release of June. And it is Eliza Hepton. Now, Eliza went to school in a place called Quadring, which is the tiny, tiny little village in Lincolnshire in the UK. And she was 14 in 1863 when she finished this sampler. I purchased this sampler sometime last year, and it did come with the original backboard, and the light had shone through so you could see the design on the actual piece of cardboard. I've still got it somewhere to reframe, but I wanted to take the back off so I could see the colours on the reverse. These are stitched with gentle art thread, so I shall go through that with you in just a minute. But this is Eliza in Quadring. It's taken me a little time to find Eliza in the records. I actually found her through her great-grandfather, working backwards rather than searching on Eliza Hepton's name. That didn't reveal very much. So that is a way, if you are looking for girls in the records, you can go back a couple of generations and then find the great-grandparents, and then you can wheedle it down to the child in the end. So Eliza was a little bit elusive. I'll show you the model that I've stitched. I'll just pull this off here. I hope everybody is well and doing their stitching and quilting and all that good stuff. Okay, let's get the original, the model, sorry. I haven't yet been to the framers with my pieces, so all these are unframed, and I will be framing them shortly. So this is the model stitch. And if I pop my glasses on. So Eliza's sampler. Eliza stitched her sampler with 6 cotton colours on a 22 count linen. The original measures 11.5 by 15 inches. This model is stitched on 40 count Winter's Brew by R&R Reproductions with gentle art threads. Now there are 6 colours. The majority of them are red and green. The stitch count is 143 over 160 with 1 strand of cotton over 2 linen threads. Eliza's sampler is suitable for all sorts of stitches because it is just cross stitches. I do give a linen guide on the different sizes on different counts of fabric, and you need to include a 3-inch margin for framing or finishing. I'll show you, this is the picture you'll find in the PDF of the model. And on the front of the PDF is a photograph of the original sampler. And we all know not to trust the original photograph for a true representation of the sampler. So Eliza Hepton is available from today, Sunday the 6th of June, on the Hedgerow Stitching website. I recently purchased another sampler and I went to collect it the other day, and it was the same auction house that I got Eliza Hepton from in Cornwall, and the ladies there were so interested in what I did with them, and they said they had quite a few samplers go through their auction house, and they did wonder about the little girls who stitched them. And I said, well, actually, funnily enough, I've just started to reproduce them. I said there's an interest in people wanting to stitch them and learn about the history of the children. And they were thrilled that I had bought a second one, and they were going to, they asked my permission if they could do a little article on the samplers for their auction house website. So when that comes up, I will link it to my website so you can have a little read of what they write. But they were absolutely thrilled to bits. And one of the ladies was a stitcher, and she was going around the office telling all the other girls that I reproduced them, so that was quite funny when I went to collect it. But the one I collected I will show you, but that's a little bit of a surprise coming later on. So that's Eliza Hepton. The next one, which is being charted and stitched at the moment, is one I've shown before, and this is the little Elizabeth Adultc. So she's half finished. She will be available shortly, so I'm working on her presently. Such a pretty little sampler, so sweet, with the little squirrels and these birds. And it's tiny, that's my hand size, so you can see the actual original sampler. And I'm going to stitch it on a higher count linen so that it will come up really tiny. So that's Elizabeth, she's the next one. And I have one other sampler to show you today. This came in the post with the courier, and it's this is the back of the sampler. So you can see where it's been sewn onto a very rough, feels like a waterproof type fabric, so I don't quite know what that is. And it looks like it's possibly the original backing. I'm hoping you can see the sampler there. I'm hoping it's not glued on, and actually you can see the tacks in the side. Anyway, I'll show you the sampler. This is Eliza Hutchinson, and it's 1893, so this will be charted shortly. I presume it's a Scottish sampler because of the colours and this large motif here, which is quite common on Scottish samplers. Isa is short for Isabel. But I shall be having a look for Isa in the records shortly. So this is a fantastic sampler, and I can't wait. It's so pretty. I can't wait to reproduce it. Some four-sided stitch here. And some eyelets. I like how the G has come down into the border there, into the band. Anyway, that's my latest purchase. And will be soon to be released on my website. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for your interest, either purchasing charts or visiting the site, or all your supportive comments and likes on Instagram. It's very daunting starting a new business that you don't really have a lot of experience in. Saying that, I have stitched and sewn for a good 30 years, so that I suppose counts as experience. Anyway, I'm going to go now and get this uploaded, and happy stitching everybody. Thank you very much for watching today and have a good weekend. Bye bye.